Hello friends, welcome to Salesforce Admin Series. Today's topic is assignment rules. So let's see what we are going to cover in this video today. So we will see what are assignment rules, and then we will see different types of assignment rules, that is lead and case assignment rules. So let's start. What are assignment rules? Assignment rules automate organizations' lead generation and support processes. So you must remember that we have discussed about lead and cases. So what is a lead? So lead is basically a prospecting customer, or any person who has showed an interest in any of your product or services which you are selling. So that person will be a lead for you. So whenever that contact is added in the system in the organization, you would like it to be like work upon that particular contact, maybe reaching out to them, giving them more description about the products, or maybe telling them about your organization. So those are things which you want to do with the lead. So what you can do, like whenever a lead is coming into the system, you can basically assign it to a particular team of people that we call the queue, or maybe what you can do is you can assign them to a particular user or a particular owner, that okay, this person will be best for this type of lead. So how do you determine, how do you set those rules that okay, if the lead is of this type, it should be routed to this particular person. So those rules which help you assigning these leads to the correct team or the correct person according to your organization process is called the lead assignment rules. So similarly, we have assignment rules for the cases as well. So what were the cases? So we discussed the cases was the communication between the client, between the customer and your support team. So suppose if they're facing any kind of issues and they want to raise that issue, so all the details which are related to the issue raised by them gets tracked under the cases object. So similarly, when you create a case record, you want it to be routed to a particular set of agents or a particular set of team, or a particular person. Okay, this if the case is of high priority, this person or this team should look into it. So this kind of rules which basically help you in determining to whom this lead or case should be assigned are called the assignment rules. So assignment rules automate organizations lead generation and support processes. So it helps you in automating these kind of processes or the lead generation, because whenever lead or case comes, if you have set up the rule, you need not to worry about every time to assign it to a particular person or a correct team, because the rules are already laid on. So based on that, it will just pick up, based on the rule criteria, it will just pick up the lead or cases accordingly and will assign it to the assigned team or assigned person. As we discussed, there are two types of assignment rules. The first one is lead assignment rules, which specify how leads are assigned to users or queues. And the second one is the case assignment rules, and it used to determine how cases are assigned to users or put into the queues. So these are few things, but then when you are defining setup, when actually you are setting up assignment rules, so what else you have to do during that process? You can assign leads or cases regardless how they are generated. So it might be possible that you're importing leads or cases from somewhere, from your website or any other place, or maybe if they are coming, as we discussed, that we can do it like from the web to lead kind of thing, or web to cases kind of thing. So those kind of leads or cases can also be assigned to a particular team. So it doesn't depend from where that lead or case is coming into the system. Is it getting created manually or not? Is it getting imported from somewhere, or is it getting coming from your website or any community portal or customer portal? So all those kind of leads or cases can be assigned to the team accordingly. Typically, organizations use one rule for each purpose, like for importing leads and other for web generated leads. So what they do, like if they run separate rules, so they will have one rule for all those leads which are getting imported. They will have another rule for all those leads from where the web which are coming from the web. So this is like I would say a typical process which most of the organizations follow, but then you can have according to your organization. It's not like mandatory thing, but then this is typically what other organizations do follow. Then multiple rule entries can be specified while defining the rule. So you can define like multiple entries. Okay, if this is the condition, this should happen. If this is the condition, this should happen. So you can define those multiple rule entries, and Salesforce evaluates each entry in order, and you will give a order for every entry you are defining. Every rule entry, you will give a number or an order. Okay, in this order, these entries should be evaluated. And what Salesforce do, it will evaluate each entry in order and tries to match the criteria. So whatever criteria you have defined, suppose you have defined that if the lead is from the north region, so it will check, okay, if the lead is in the north region, it should go to the north sales team. If the lead is coming from south region, it should go to the south sales team. So that kind of thing. So whenever it finds a match, the item will be assigned and the rule evaluation will be stopped because it found the match. So there is no need to go ahead and search for other rules, because it found, as soon as it found the match, it will assign, it will perform the action which is related to that particular entry criteria. If no match is found, the item will be assigned to default owner or system admin. So there's an option, like if there'll be no match found when you're assigning a case or a lead, and you are comparing it with different criterias, and at the end if you see, oh, there is no match found, so you can define a default owner or a default person or a user, or maybe it will be assigned to system admin, and then can manually assign to other users if they want. So that's the main thing about assignment rules. It's not like very complex in defining assignment rules, but then you can have your different rule entries over there. And let's see, we will go ahead and create one assignment rule for lead and one assignment rule for cases, and I will show you how we can do that in the system. So let's log in into Salesforce. So it's logging in. As soon as you reach the setup, in the quick find, give it assignment. So here you can see under marketing, you have lead assignment roles, and under service, you have case assignment rules. So let's see, first we will go ahead and click on lead assignment rules. So here you can see there is a standard rule already defined in the Salesforce developer org. So if you want to see it, click on it. And here you can see there are two rule entries. And what does it say? If lead country equals USA, then it should assign to this user. And the second rule entry is if lead country not equal to US, then it should assign to this user. So currently, we don't have many users in developer org, so I would not be able to show you exactly how you can have different levels of user. So I have only 2 users in developer org as of now, so I will try to show it to you based on those two users. But then if you have a large team, if you have many users, and you can put them under different queues maybe, or you can individually assign them based on the different criteria. So I'll just show you the queues thing also, how you can define the queues. Under user, if you click on queues, so here is an option to define a queue. So if you click on new, here you can give your queue name, and if there is a particular email for that particular queue, like if you have a not sales queue and they have their own email of not sales at xyz.com, so those kind of email you can give it here. And then you can select for which objects you want to have this queue basically used. So suppose in our case we want to have it for leads. So we can have lead selected object here, and then we will choose who will be the queue members. So currently we have only 2 users, so we can just assign those 2 users over here, or we can check from different roles and subordinates, or maybe the public groups. So these are the few options based on which you can choose the users who will be the members of this particular queue. So now when suppose these 2 users gets added to this, now, whenever a lead is assigned to this queue, among these users, there'll be like one of them will be working on this particular lead who will assign to the queue. So suppose if MS is working on lead number 1 and lead 2 also comes in the queue, so SS will pick that particular lead. So at any point of time, there'll be like no member sitting free in your queue, because they will always have a lead to work upon. Suppose lead 3 comes, so MS will take the lead 3. So you can define those rules or criteria, okay, how you are going to send the leads and assign them to the queue. And if you don't have like queue system, you can assign it to the individual owners. So what we will do, we will assign to different individual owners. But I just wanted to show you that from where you can create a queue. So from here you can create the queue. And if I'll go back again to lead assignment rules, click on lead assignment rules, and I click on new. So here it's asking about the rule name and if you want it to be active or not. So suppose we will give the rule name as maybe or based on the lead source. Okay, so we will give it lead source rule. Okay, and I just make it active. Click on save. Okay, now I'll click on rule name. Here you can see the rule has been created, but there are currently no rule entries. Suppose we click on new rule entries. Now here it is asking about the sort order. Okay, which order you want it to be executed. Okay, so suppose I'll give it like 1, the step 1, and here there is option what criteria met, or maybe formula evaluates to true. So based on your condition, you can select different processes. I would say different procedure to define a rule entry. So whether it's a criteria simply, or if you want to calculate from a formula, so you can do that. So here suppose I say lead source I was talking about. So the lead source okay, here is the lead source. So suppose lead source equals, what are the different sources? Web, phone, partner referral, purchase list, other. So suppose if I click on web. So if the lead source is web, then whom it should be assigned? Select the user or queue to assign the lead to. So whom it should be assigned? Which user? Suppose I'll give it to the username as MSCL. Okay, and here you can see something called email template. So what you can do, like if you want it to be sent an email form, like okay, this particular lead has been assigned to you. So please look into it. So those kind of email, if you want to send, or maybe if you want to send an email to the user saying, okay, you have to work on this lead quickly. So those kind of email you can build up and you can select in the email template. So let's see, there are few standard email templates which are already selected. I'm not sure if it is for lead or not. Here you can see there are many related to case assignment. Okay, there is none already defined for lead, but then you can define your own email template saying that, okay, the lead has been assigned to you, and you can attach that email template over here. Okay, so I'll just click on save and we'll quickly create an email template first. Let's go back and create an email template for lead creation, lead assignment. Oh, sorry, classic email templates. Click on new email. Next. Okay. Here we will give email template as name as notification or notify user about lead assignment. Okay. And get subject. This lead has been assigned to you. And here we will give the lead record link. We will share the lead record link so that you can look on that particular lead and work on that lead. So lead fields, we will select the lead fields, and which link, detail link would be the selected field, and we'll just copy this merge field value which we got. Here we will say, hi, you have been assigned the following lead, and here we will give the lead link and we'll say thank you. That's it. Okay, so I'll just quickly save it. So here it's defined now. Okay, now we'll go back to assignment rules. We'll click on rule name. So we have the first action. We'll click on edit, and here we'll attach the email template as where is it? We didn't make it active, so that's why it's not coming. So I have to go back again and make it active. So these are few things which you have to keep in mind, and I'll just quickly go ahead and edit it and make it active, available for use. So it will become active, and click on save. Quickly go back to lead assignment rules, and here you can have lead rule name, or what else you can do here when you click on edit. If you want to add one more criteria along with if the lead source is web, and if you want to select any other further criteria, so you can select it over here. Suppose if you want to have it as lead country equals US, how it will come. So let's see how the country value comes in. I'll just check it quickly for you, and then we can define that value. On sales, on leads, any open lead. I'll just see here, because I'll click here, click on details, Here you can see it's coming like USA. So let's give it to USA. So the lead country is USA, okay? And I'll just select the email template. And the email template is notify user about lead assignment, and I'll click on save. Sorry, what did it say? Oh, the session is expired. Let's see. Okay, let me log in from here then. Let's select on save. Okay, now it's saved. And now if we want, we can create a new rule entry, and here we can select order number 2, and we will select lead source as equals, if it is suppose it's coming from the phone inquiry, and insert selected. So then in that case it should be assigned to other user, and the template is going to same because you have to notify the other user as well. And I'll just simply select lead country equals, suppose I get okay. So here you can see there are two criteria. If the phone inquiry, if the lead source is equals to phone inquiry and the country is equal to USA, then it should be assigned to SS. But if the lead source equals where, then it should be assigned to MS. So these are the two criteria which we have defined, and based on this, the lead should be get routed. So let's create a real lead then. So one more thing before we go ahead and create a lead, what here you can do, like you can edit this particular rule, and here you can give option as like if someone give option as US or maybe United States of America. So here in the standard rule you can see, I'll just go back here. In the standard rule, you can see they have given these different options if the country is equal to these values, because sometimes it happens like if you're importing it from somewhere, or if you're generating it from web to lead using that particular feature, it might happen that the value may be different for the country. So I'll just copy it and paste it on our assignment rule, so that if that would be the case, let's go and edit it. So in the case if the country name is a bit different from your standard values which appear in the Salesforce, then also it will assign the rule. So I'll just quickly save it. Okay, so now it's saved. Let's go ahead and create a lead. So we'll go in our app and click on Leads tab. I'll click on New, and I'll select Miss, suppose I get the name Rashi Gupta, and company as TCS. Let's go ahead, and here lead source, I want to select it as web. So if we select web, whom it should be assigned to, it should be assigned to MS, because that's what our criteria is. And here you can see something called, there's a checkbox, assign using active assignment rule. So if you click on this particular checkbox, then it will do the assignment as per your assignment rule, which is active. So suppose I'll click on here, click on save. So it should be assigned to MS. So here you can see the lead owner is MS. It is created by SS, but still who becomes the lead owner? MS becomes the lead owner. And let's see whether the MS user gets an email or not. So I'll just click here. So here you can see this lead has been assigned to you. So I have assigned this particular email ID to MS user, and that's why it is showing us that, okay, this particular lead has been assigned to me. If I'll click on this particular lead, so now I'm getting it, like click on details, and here I can see, okay, the lead owner is MS and this lead has been assigned to me. It is created by SS, or it can be created using data import, or it can be created using web to lead. But then because the lead source is web, so that's why it gets assigned to me. Suppose we will create another lead here, new lead, and I will give the name as Suraj Mittal. Give the company as Wipro. And suppose here in the lead source, I'll select phone inquiry. And the other criteria was country USA. And I'll select the assign using active assignment rule. Click on save. So it should be get assigned to whom? SS. So let's see. So the lead owner becomes SS. Okay, it is created by SS in this case because we are manually creating it. But then it also, the owner has also become SS. And now this SS owner should have received an email. So let's see whether it has received an email. So this is the email ID which I have selected for SS user. So now here you can see he is getting the this particular email that you have been assigned the following lead. So that's how you can do the assignment of leads in into like different users using the different criteria. And similarly, you can do for the cases as well. So let's see. We'll quickly create a case assignment rule as well. Click on case assignment rules. So here also you can see there's a standard rule already defined. So if the billing countries equals USA or United States, and your SLA equals gold or premium and platinum, and account type contains customer, it should be assigned to MS. So then there are all different criteria, and it is getting assigned to MS because currently we have only just 2 users, and the standard rule took the user as the default system admin user, because the SS user SS I have created after that. So we will use both users in our rule. So I'll just quickly create a new. I'll give like case priority rule. I'll click on active, click on save. So here is our rule created, case priority, it is active. We'll give the rule entries over here. And here, sort order, suppose 1. Criteria is if the case, where is the priority? Case priority equals, let's find the values. If it's high, insert selected, whom it should be assigned to. So we can select it from here. Here you can see something called case teams, which you have talked about. If you have a case team already defined in your system, so you can assign that this particular case to those teams which you have mentioned. Like if you have region-wise case teams, or maybe the product-wise case teams. So depending on what is the criteria, you can assign them to different teams. And here also you have option of user and queue, like we discussed. If you have a queue, if you have a set of users inside a queue, then you can select queue over here. But in our case, we will just select the user and we'll select the user as SS. And here we will see, I guess the standard email template is there. Yeah, so support case assignment notification. So I'll just select this one, click on save. Now similarly, I'll give one more criteria and I will select the sort order as 2, case priority. Okay. Contact. Yeah, case priority equals medium. I'll select insert, click on save. Okay. Oh, I forgot to select the user, so I'll quickly select the user as MS and also the email template. Click on save. Okay, so these are our 2 criteria for this case priority rule, and let's quickly go ahead and create a case rule. We will log in from this time, we'll log in from MS, and I'll show you like if MS has created any case, but the criteria is like high priority case, it should be assigned to SS because we have selected it that way. So you go in the service app, click on service app. Let's go ahead and create a case over here. So let's create a case from here. Click on new and I'll search the contact which we just created, Suraj. What name I have given? Let's select any other contact. Yeah. Not sure. Suppose I'll select this Rahul Mehta only, and I guess it was he's from Wipro. And here the main thing which we have to select is the priority. So if it is like high priority, it should be assigned to SS according to our rule. So we'll select the status as new and case origin. So here you can also give like end condition. So if the priority is high and case origin is email, then it should be assigned to this particular user. So if you have like multiple users and you have like multiple systems of solving a case for resolution of a case, so based on that you can have your rule entry criteria defined, and based on that it will be assigned to the particular team or particular user. So in this case we don't have anything as such defined, so I'll just simply select phone here. And here you can see the same checkbox is coming as assign using active assignment rule. So I'll click on this and it is asking send notification email to contact. So I'll select this as well. And I quickly create save. Okay, so this contact, it's saying that has an invalid or missing email address. Okay, because we have selected the notification email to contact. So we will just deselect it because currently we don't have any email ID. So I'll just deselect it, but otherwise it will also send an email to this particular contact that your case has been assigned to this person. So but currently because we don't have email ID, so it will not be applicable. So I'll just simply save it without that. Then this is the option which is coming from Salesforce by default. So here you can see the case owner has become SS because our priority was high. So whether it is created by MS, any other user, or it is created through web to case, or it is from like if you're importing cases from anywhere, but still your case owner will be selected as SS because we have selected the assignment rule as when we have created the case, we have checked the checkboxes, use the active assignment rule, and the assignment rule says if the priority is high, it should be assigned to SS. So similarly, you can try for the priority as medium, and then it should be assigned to MS. Or you can define different criterias. You can build your own teams or queues and try different permutation and combination. And yes, I'll just quickly show you the email has also must be sent. So we'll quickly go ahead and check the case notification auto assigned to you. The following case has been also auto assigned to your team. The case needs to be resolved within our standard service levels. And what is the company name? Wipro. Contact is Rahul Mehta, and because we have not given these values, so that's why it's not showing up here. Otherwise, your case detail and subject and description, everything will be come to the email, and then this person will be notified, okay, this particular case has been assigned to me, and he can go ahead and work on this particular case. So yeah, here you can see we have seen the lead assignment rule and the case assignment rules. That's how it works. You can perform different actions, like you can select different teams and different queues, or maybe different individuals according to your organization process, and do this kind of assignments for the lead and cases. And once the rule is defined, it will be like auto or basically automate your process. Every time you need not to go ahead and select a lead and then assign it to the particular user or team. So you can automate your business process. So that is all for today's session. In the next session, we will see about the something called escalation rules. So similar to the assignment rules, we have escalation rules as well for the cases. So we will quickly see how the escalation rules work in our next video. So thank you all for joining me in this video. Thank you.